flashed, as they say, on something. A gang violates a woman in the very opening scenes of a film,
Yes.
don't they? And you're one of them.
Yes.
Why can't I think of the name of it?
Death Wish.
In Death Wish, yeah. Charles Bronson's wife or daughter?
Both.
That's right.
His wife and his Hope Lang.
What, that was a shocking scene in the true sense of the word.
It was at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Brutal. It was the first movie I ever did.
I wonder if it was hard on the actors, what the atmosphere on the set is when you're doing something like that.
I had nothing to compare it to. It was the first movie I ever did. It was in 1973. I was thrilled to be doing it, and knew that it required plenty of rage and delinquent stuff, and just enjoyed it and And I tried to make the crew feel like, hey, where'd they get this? Is this one a real guy? Is this a? Because I was not a street fellow. I was born. My dad was a doctor in Pittsburgh and stuff. So, but I kind of relished this chance to. Is he the real guy? So I didn't bathe and things,
And that
I think they thought I was the real guy.
These guys seemed real, and you particularly gave me the creeps. And
Thank you.
I don't know if I'll ever see you again in a dark alley.
Yeah.
Now, the you in Fathers and Sons is unrecognizable as that person.
Well, 1973, 1992, 19 years later.
And certainly taken from a different part of your psyche, I guess.
Yeah, true enough. Yeah, it's a sweet movie, isn't it? It's and this part, although there are things about this father that are delinquent and misguided and invasive, and I find myself as I watch it sympathizing with the son. I'm too tough on him, and I'm not sensitive in some ways. I think because I'm tormented with this guilt of his mistreatment of the family, and my former alcoholism and rage episodes, and so I'm bad with him. But finally, you're right. It's a search for the expression of love and connection between he and I, and a very nurturing sort of relationship.
And every time you hear that a crew applauded, or a crew cried, or a crew was moved in some way, it's always impressive, because you're always amazed at when you watch a movie being shot, how they're doing their jobs, and often aren't paying any attention. I don't know if it was something I read about this film.
Exactly.
Was it right at the end?
Yes, there's a scene at the end.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but...
No, that we claim, there's a claim, and I don't know, I was involved at the time, but they say people on the set were touched.
Yeah, when they have to turn away to not pick up on the microphone, it's nice.
Well, it's a touching situation, father and son, after having been blocked in their relationship, and finally go through a crisis together and have a very openly emotional and reconciliation,
This is like the kind of thing that people wish there were more of in movies, and I think they'll probably come away from it happy for that reason.